Evening. Spud fields have been done. Didn't even get a chance to scrump any. Anyway, I just recorded myself chatting away there for ages, like, and then I went back to look at it. I was like, phone was the wrong way around. I could still throw it in, but it just looks shit. So yeah, on my own tonight. Took the kids out here the other night, and we chatted through uses of sticks. I gave them a stick each. Had some hazel growing in my back garden last year. Cut it all down, and so I've had it drying out so I can make walking sticks and practice sticks and bits and pieces with it. And yeah, so talk through river crossing and using a stick to find east and west and all that kind of basic nav stuff, you know, and bits and pieces like that. Kids loved it. So, but now tonight I'm stuck with this idiot. Clover, come on, get out of there. Get out of there. Good girl. Yeah, just up for a bit of a mince. Get me steps in. Some faded shrooms over there. They'll have been good about 3 days ago. Dang it. Got some walnuts yesterday actually, that was nice. Foraged from walnut trees. A bit smaller than previous years, I think. It's been the same with the blackberries around here. I don't know if it's because it's been super hot and sunny and, you know, there hasn't been enough water put in. And we had that early summer thing, didn't we? And a rainy patch. That's when one of my cats went missing 12 weeks ago. And then he's still not back. And then, yeah, we had a hot bit. Then his brother then went missing 8 weeks ago. Also still not back. And both of them have gone missing before, but usually only for like a week at a time or 2 weeks maybe at a push. But yeah, this has been a long one, so I think they've either been, I think I'd have found them if they'd been, you know, or someone else would have done and said, oh, these kittens, or I've seen this cat, blah, blah, blah. But nothing, no one's seen anything. I haven't seen anything walking about the place. And I've checked the roadsides and the obvious bits where I think cats would be crossing the main road. Not found anything. So I think they've been taken in by some old chook who clearly doesn't have social media, and none of her friends do either, because they haven't come back, or they've just been taken by someone for unthinkable reasons, you know. And they're slightly smaller than your average cat, even though they're well over a year old. They got to like large kitten and never got any bigger, bless them. So yeah, bit gutting. I'll probably put a picture of them in here somewhere, a pair of them, little monkeys. So yeah, I felt here, oak tree. Had a chat with the kids about processing acorns and that the other day. They didn't know anything about them. It was a bit of education. No? Okay. Anyway. So yeah, I promised on my stories that I was going to do some pellet review sort of thing with my Beeman 177 sub 12. And I am going to do that. I've got it all, I've got part of it done, so I've weighed up all the pellets and that kind of bits and pieces. Just waiting on a chronograph to come through the post. And then, I don't even know if it's going to make any difference to what I'm doing, but it's going to add to the video, right? So we're going to chrono the Beeman on all of the pellets. And then we're going to do it, at the same time I'll be shooting groupings, probably 25 metres-ish. 25 metres, 30 yards, that sort of distance. Similar to what I did before. I won't be doing it in my garden now because I put a new fence up, so I kind of trashed what my range was. So I've now got to find a permission somewhere where I can do that. I have got a permission where I could do it, but you know, weather and time dependent. It's probably going to be a long ass shoot or take 2 days or whatever to put it together. So the idea is I'll shoot a 5-round group with each of the pellets. Now they've been weighed through the chrono with no silencer on. then I'll put the silencer on and then reshoot the groupings again in the same order, obviously, make editing easier, won't it? And then I'll chop them all together. So I might do, I don't know whether to do the whole thing as all with all the ones without the silencer first, then all the ones with the silencer, or do it by round. So, you know, say Diablo heavies, then Diablo lights, and so on and so on. So mix the two shoots together. I don't know. Maybe you can let me know what you think I should do. So yeah, that's what I plan to do. Just waiting for it to come through the mail. That'll be the next couple of days, and then I can get that filmed over the weekend and put that together, so it'll be done by, I don't want to give myself a deadline, but soon enough anyway. Soon enough to keep everybody still curious as to how bad my shooting is in a controlled setting that isn't, you know, out in the Ulu trying to chase rabbits in the middle of the night. And I won't use sight mark wraith for the thing. I'm not going to do that. I'll just use a regular scope and film it all target end. I'll do a bit my end and a bit target end probably, because it'd be easier that way. There's no point putting it through the wraith because that's not going to add anything to it, I don't think. Oh man, people just leaving crap everywhere, look. That's really flipping annoying. Grr. Next time I come up here, I'm coming up here with a bin bag and a picker, I think. Have a bit of a tidy round. No one else seems to do it either, you know. Every time I come up here, there's always like different crap. People don't seem to give a shit. It's either they don't live here and they don't care, or they do live here and they don't care. And if they do live here and they don't care, that pisses me off even more than people that don't live here and don't care. If you don't live here and don't care, then yeah, you're going to treat everywhere like shit, aren't you? Anyway, anything else happens, I'll chuck it in. If not, then it's been nice to be chatting with you again. Yeah, I don't think I missed anything that I'd said when I had the camera the wrong way around, but whatever. Right, onward. Well, I said I'd add it if anything interesting happened. Where's he gone? There's a dude in a cart just down there. Pretty cool. You might see him behind me in a minute. There's a cart. Anyway, kart racing. I got no beef with it. It's all good. It's nice for a dad and his kid to be doing stuff together, right? So they're doing some kart training down there. The kid's on a, looks like a pretty good go-kart. It had a radiator on it, so I'm guessing it's possibly got gears and all the business, like the ones we used to race in Cyprus. That's cool. Hopefully you might catch them in the rear view as they come back, or I'll turn around if it comes back up. I can hear it coming. It's not coming here. I don't know. Something about the smell of two-stroke. It's cool, isn't it? I love it. The smell of fun. Anyway, thought I'd get a glimpse of it and share it, but they didn't really want to be filmed, so they probably think I'm like, oh, he's going to report us. I'm not going to report you. I don't give a shit. As long as you take your oil bottles home with you, it's all good. Plenty of people up here late at night. You can hear them from down my house. And donuts and all that bit, and drag racing and whatnot. Actually, me and a mate came up here a few years ago, and there's some lads up here drag racing up and down. They got the like 400 metres marked up on the tarmac down there. We came up here in RX-7, spun around and blitzed them all the way down the road. It was fun. Missed that stuff. Don't know if I've done this bit before. You know, bird box there, or owl box, whatever. There's no owls in it, just crows. Crow's been living in that for ages, jackdaws or whatever. And the river runs up the other side of there, like 2 fields over. It's a bit of a way off, you can see. Yeah, that second row of trees you can see in the back there. River's along the back of that. And you got the offline, it's a gas-fired power station. 7 turbines, they're always working. And just over the other side, behind those 2 turbines there, the other side of the river, it's a massive solar farm. But this where I'm standing now is all about or just below high tide sea level, and the river level, when it drops like 20 odd feet, and when it's high it's a good 10 feet above, at least 10 feet above regular high tide level. Not a bad spot. Loads more gulls off out to work, out to sea. Sunset going on. I think they were saying on the weather that I think it's tonight or tomorrow. Tonight, I think, it's the last sunset after a certain time, and then the rest of everyone in the country's sunset will be before 7 o'clock or something from now on. October. Start thinking about doing Halloween stuff now. Making my Blair Witch dollies to hang in a tree in the front garden. Alright, starting to drop some of these sweet chestnuts. Might come back here later. If I stand still, you can't see me. You ain't seen me, right? Mate, you are not going to get any fish there. Silly heron.